Yeah. Articles of Federation, Chapter 2, Articles 3 through 6, i.e. membership. Can't really see there with the sun. My hand kind of, there we go. Membership is extended to the original founding members as of this start date, 0/8706.06. In addition, membership shall be open to any and all societies willing to abide by the conditions of Federation specified herein, contingent on the decision of Federation Assembly and at the recommendation of the Federation Council. The Assembly may suspend membership for a civilization at the request of the Council, may impose permanent expulsion if necessary. Okay. Oh, we have Articles, Chapter 2 of the Articles of Federation, 3 through 6. Basically, what they're saying is this is the set of rules and expectations we will have as a society, as a galactic entity, and if you wish to be a member state or a member thereof of the Federation, you need to abide by the basic tenets that are presented at this point. So all that are within the Articles of Federation as a whole. So the idea being is we will provide common defense, common education, we will provide social infrastructure, we will provide medical care, and make sure your people have all their basic needs met, which is a great boon. You have access to gobs of technology, and not just one species technology, but numerous species. You have the advantages of the strengths of some members and other members coming together who then basically are able to uphold or prop up the weaknesses of those same member states. So everybody working together advantageous. Some species are going to be more adept at certain areas of existence than others, and vice versa. And with everybody pooling their resources and their knowledge and their efforts together, we all benefit as a whole. This is one of the great experiments of the Federation, or the Federation promotes, and surprisingly promotes very well. A lot of minor little countries, ideally a bunch of small nation states, a bunch of countries, in some cases on planets with numerous individual communities that, ideally that they should have one world government, but as time goes by, we've seen that there's some exceptions to the rule of this. Of course, there are others who, because they choose not to conform, because the tenets of the Federation are too strict or too much of a risk to the identifying ethos of a given species. And one of the ones that comes to mind is the Orions, and this is because I've been working my way through my supply of material on the Orions. The Orions are an interesting, the Orions Rigel system, where the Orion's homeworld is a very interesting world, and is going to be a subject of a video of its own. The fact is that there are numerous different types of Orions, and then there are some sentient beings within that same government or influences, so to speak, within the Rigel system, i.e. the Rigelians, that are, for one reason or another, collectively agreed that they don't want to belong to the Federation. And it's not just because of the green slave issue, because the green slave issue is a misnomer. It's not like the slavery, that as we would put on it based off of human history. It's a much more like an indentured servant with a lot of perks. There's a lot of advantages for being an Orion slave, so to speak, a green slave, depending on how you want to look at it. And it's very tied into their being and how they work and how they see themselves and how they work and interact with the rest of their fellow Orions. And it's complicated. So they chose not to become a member of the Federation, and they were there at the signing of the Federation. They were invited to participate and could have been a founding member, but they chose not to. The Klingons, the Romulans and stuff, never been seriously considered Federation material. Although the Federation has softened on its view towards the Klingons over the centuries, because the Klingons have changed considerably. Although there are certain elements of the Klingon psyche and society that still will not conform to the Federation accepted standards, so to speak, which is why the Klingons have yet to become become any kind of members with Federation other than allies, and perhaps as from a media or from a cinematic viewpoint is probably for the best. Just saying. Articles 3.3 through 6.